All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. I'm your host, Joey, and this week we're talking They Cloned Tyrone. They Cloned Tyrone is directed by Jewel Taylor, written by Tony Rattenmayer and Jewel Taylor, cinematography by Ken Seng, edited by Syra Hayter, music by Desmond Murray and Pierre Charles. Production company was Macro Media. Distributed by Netflix with the release dates of June 14, 2023 at the American Black Film Festival and July 14, 2023 in the wider United States. With a runtime of 119 minutes. We ain't got nothing for the numbers because it's a streaming release and they don't really disclose that stuff. Reddit gave They Cloned Tyrone an 8.8 or 8.28 with 1,134 reviews. They Cloned Tyrone is currently sitting at a 94% on the tomato meter with 123 reviews and 100% audience score with fewer than 50 verified ratings. They Cloned Tyrone has a Metacritic score of 74 by 27 critic reviews and a 6.6 user score based on 41 ratings. But the only people whose opinions truly matter are ours. And you're getting 5 minutes of spoiler-free starting now. All right, Nick, how was this movie?
I thought it was a really good movie. The acting was good. The lighting was good.
Hold on. You think the lighting was good?
No. When I was in the house that one time, I couldn't see shit.
You mean it looks good?
Yeah.
Like he liked the film style?
Okay. The cinematography, the shot
cinematography.
composition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I vibe with
The
that.
colors
When
they choose are on spot.
Oh, yeah. But when they walked into the house for the first time, lighting was not on point. I couldn't see nobody. If it wasn't for the hair choices, I didn't know who the fuck was who in that house. Let me tell you, brother. But yeah, I mean, the art direction of this movie is amazing. It's a gorgeous movie. It looks so good.
I saw a lot of people saying like, "Oh man, this is some A24 shit right here, man."
Well, I mean, it totally fits the style they're trying to do. Like, they went for a certain aesthetic, and then they do it. Like, and they do it throughout the movie, which is interesting.
So you liked it?
Yeah, for sure.
So you liked it even with the 30-minute break we had to take at one point, and then the five-minute breaks we had to take after that?
I think the story was good enough to keep me intrigued, even though we had to take our, multiple breaks while watching the movie.
Couldn't have done that.
It was a shit show in here, man. No, unless we went to the garage and like watched the movie on the TV in the garage, there was no way we were gonna get through this movie.
You go to the bedroom, you lock the door, you get a 2x4.
Tell everybody to fend for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it last night. I watched it.
I think.
Did I watch it Friday?
I think it really speaks a lot to the movie, though, that we could break it up and still be enthralled the whole time. Like, still be. I mean, I was in the shits. I was really rooting for all these characters. I was out here for it.
That I don't know. That might have made it better. Like, because I felt at certain points it's a little slow. So maybe. Yeah, you were like, "Oh, I'm so invested coming back. I got it. All right, let's go."
No, we stopped in the slow parts, so the slow parts made it even slower. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I was watching it last night and like I was fighting I was sleepy, but it's not the movie's fault, and so I had to take a break.
Yeah, don't worry. Nick fell asleep.
It's a little boring at points.
No, Nick fell asleep during the climax when they were.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, I mean they were in some spoiler territory, and Nick was like, "I'm not sleeping." Bro, you got one eye closed. He said, "A motherfucker can't close his eyes in peace."
Right.
No,
but it wasn't.
You cannot.
He just wants to experience the sound because it was so good.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't think this movie was boring at all. I don't recall any boring parts.
I think the concept of this movie was interesting as hell, man. Like, I was like, where's it going? Like, in the beginning, I was like, what's going on here? And then
it gave me sorry to bother you vibes.
I was just about to say, it's kind of criminal to do that to both movies because it almost kind of takes away from their individuality and their uniqueness.
They're so different.
Yeah, but it is... On a 30,000 foot scale, these two movies are doing basically the same thing, but in vastly different ways. Like way different
I also
ways.
get like Atlanta vibes.
Oh yeah, I mean from both.
I've never seen it, so yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
the
Teddy
same
Perkins, like that type of shit, where it's like just so off the wall but works.
I mean, it also felt like Shaft because it's obviously like that like genre, I guess you could say. Like
this is a modern day blaxploitation.
Yeah, like so you feel that, like you
Fully,
even the
100%.
music. I was like, they pulled the Shaft like soundtrack for this boy.
I mean, they even name dropped it, right? Like, who was it? Who called her a Foxy Brown looking ass bitch? Yeah. Like, they were name dropping blaxploitation shit all over the place, and I was eating it up.
But I like that they leaned into it. Like, you might as well, like, because that's what it's supposed to be. Like, don't act like you're the only one of your kind. They made it known, like, okay, hey, yeah, this is what we're doing. Right. I just think it's executed as well as it's ever been executed, though.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And this is his film directorial debut. I was gonna see what else has he done.
Nick said he worked on something. Right.
I can see him being a TV guy. Like, this almost feels like TV.
He doesn't even have a wiki page,
They
man.
do not have a wiki page.
Yeah, IMDb.
Jewel Taylor did the Creed 2 screenplay. Pretty good.
Interesting.
Pretty good one.
Okay.
How the hell do you not have a Wikipedia page, though, and you've worked on 2 giant movies? That's kind of crazy.
They're keeping the man down, man.
Oh, he's rewriting Borderlands, the movie? That's pretty good.
Those are good projects.
He did the screenplay for Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Bad project.
Not a great project, but could be worse.
I don't know if it could.
Yeah, I've only ever seen bits and
But
pieces.
this is his directorial debut, so he did pretty damn good then.
I mean, I would say this is some. It's pretty up there. I love it.
Yeah.
It's strong start. Very strong start.
Especially with like really, really good actors. Like sometimes you could fumble the fucking bag when you got too good of. Oh man, we're just talking past the spoilers. All right. Spoiler freeze up. So that means we're gonna give a thumbs up or a thumbs down for They Cloned Tyrone. Nick, you gotta put your thumb up, man. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Thumbs up.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
for sure.
just one thumbs from you guys. That's a little surprising to me.
This fucking clown up here, dude. Here, I actually pointed out.
We don't always have to give it 2 thumbs up, man.
This fucking clown over here.
I'm just saying, y'all gave other movies 2 thumbs up that were less deserving.
Well, then why didn't you give it
in
2
your
thumbs up,
opinion.
dude? Get out of here.
I almost gave it a thumb and a half, honestly.
I too was like, how do I give it a thumb and a half? You know,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
it. We're not done with the spoiler free. I'm giving it
You
a
gotta
thumb
do
and a
one of
half.
these.
I don't care. I'll do it. Yeah, I'll give it a thumb and a half for sure. That means out of a possible, Nick only gave it 1, so that's 6, 7. Out of a possible 7 thumbs up, They Cloned Tyrone got 5? 6.5?
6.5.
No, it couldn't be 6.5. No, yeah, no, Eric
5
gave
and
it
a
a
half.
half. Yeah, 6.5. 6.5 out of 7 thumbs. That means it doesn't matter
But
actually.
there's 8 thumbs,
No, because you only gave it 1.
so this one doesn't count.
Yeah.
No.
Eric,
It'd be out of 8
this is-
regardless.
no, it's not.
It's 7, right?
No, yeah, it's only out of a possible 7 thumbs up.
Yeah.
There could have been 8 because I could have gave it 2.
No, because you never introduced the second thumb.
No, but whenever we
No.
introduce
How much you want to
another
bet? How much you want to bet? We will go back.
We
and
don't,
2
but I think
weeks
we
ago-
should do that.
No, 2 weeks ago, Eric said something completely opposite. I will bet $100. That's how fucking confident I am right now.
Dude, I ain't got that type of cash.
All I'm saying
I'm
is
not that
the
liquid.
issue with the bring the 2 thumbs in and not thumbs, it's almost like you gave it a 50%. If we introduce his second thumb he didn't use. on his scale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you can't do
Yeah.
it, because he didn't give it a 50%. He gave it 100%, and the rest of us gave it 150%. So you can't introduce
Nah,
your second
we'll
thumb.
go on the tapes. We'll go on the tapes.
We'll figure this
now
out in
Eric's like,
post.
I'm willing to put $100 on the line for this shit.
I'm not. I didn't say that. I said we'll go to the tapes.
All right.
Out of
We'll
a
have to
possible
make-
7 thumbs up, They Cloned Tyrone gets a sooner or later 6.5 thumbs up. And even if it only got 4 thumbs up, it still means you need to watch it. There's no ifs, ands, or
Yeah.
buts about it. You still have to watch the movie. Just like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about how you got to smash that subscribe button. Go over to Mr. Beast. Make sure you let him know about our shit. Let him know to get on. Make a Feastables where it's just 4 caramel colored chocolates in one bag. You know, that's what we're looking for. And
good
to
chocolate.
also absolutely demolish, just take out your 22 out of your holster on the side of your leg. hold it close, and then pew, shoot it right in the chest. That
Pinky
notification
up,
button.
pinky up.
Pinky out. Yeah, you got a Jamie Foxx where he held the pinky out. And you can also click that button in the top right-hand corner so you can hear our spoiler full thoughts on They Clone Tyrone. We love you guys. Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Okay. All right, we ain't got to worry about that. We're gonna change
You
the
can
spoilers.
clone on Tyrone.
It was the final showdown. We're in full spoilers, so I feel comfortable saying this. It was the final showdown between Yo-Yo and Kiefer Sutherland, and Nick was like, "Nah, bro, I'm fucking watching the movie, man." I'm like, "What do you wake up?"
Like this morning?
Like literally 3 hours ago, Eric. It was 2.5 hours ago.
In the middle of
I'm
the
sorry.
day, dude?
Dude, he was tired, man. It was the middle of the
The
day.
climax conclusion, they could have through it faster.
They did kind of take a little bit long
For that.
It
Final showdown.
got slow and boring at points.
Not at the end.
And then
I wouldn't call it
Fontaine meeting
slow and
old
boring.
Fontaine, they could have wrapped that up a little bit faster.
I feel like
I
they could have
thoroughly
done
I
it,
enjoyed
like
that
that.
part.
but they could have done it a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean,
The pacing at that point was fucking weird.
They didn't need 2 hours.
They
did not need 2
brother,
hours.
I agree so hard with you there. They did not need 2 hours. I mean,
A good 140.
the movie ended 50 or an hour in. That was the first ending. We had a second movie after that.
That's when I fell asleep. I was like, I'm at a good stopping point. I'll pick it up tomorrow.
So
I
ahead,
think they
James.
introduced. I mean, I get the concept as they clone Tyrone, right? But they might have introduced too many clones because by the time it got towards the end, I was like, oh, he's gonna be like he's clearly a clone. I knew like the bad guy was gonna be a version of him. I did not think like he. Like I don't know if it was I didn't think it was like older Tyrone, but I knew like Tyrone was gonna be the bad guy, you know.
Yeah.
But I think because they took so long, they kept showing so many Tyrones. I was like, oh, there's a reason for this. Like he's either the
but
bad guy.
You could have never guessed that the whole reason was to turn black people into white people.
Yeah, that
I think that's the bigger twist, you know. If you would have guessed that,
They did drop those
Wow.
subtle
Yeah.
hints though by having the white
people with the
an
afros, yeah.
ethnic hair.
That was funny though. Like that cracked me up.
But it's cool that it wasn't just a visual gag though. It's cool that it was a visual gag that also had like super deep lore implications, right? Which is fire. That's how you know that the writers took a lot of shit into consideration when they were writing it. Because that could have been some stupid fucking throwaway gag where we saw a handful of white dudes with like, this dude's got cornrows, this dude's got a fucking 3-to-1 fade, this dude's got an afro. But it's like, nah, it all matters. There's fucking
I wish they turned them
reasons.
into horses though.
Nah.
Oh, that is.
I actually much prefer this to Sorry to Bother You. Sorry
Yeah,
to
this
Bother You
seems
is
like an actual
way
like you
more
could
out there.
actually do this. I don't know.
Yeah, no. This is the better version of that movie.
Did you watch Sorry to Bother You?
I was gonna say when I told you I thought I saw this movie already.
Oh, it's Sorry to Bother You.
Sorry to bother you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
hey, that's understandable though.
They're kin, dude. They are
They
kin
really
to
are.
each other.
Weird, but Sorry to Bother You is the weird fucking cousin that you hang out with because he's cool enough most of the time, but he definitely sucks on his Hot Wheels.
Yeah. Because this one is like, oh, okay, I know some weird thing's going to happen in the end. And this is like what you expect to happen in Sorry to Bother You.
yeah,
But they
definitely
do
not
horse people. And this, I'm like, oh, okay, this is logical or whatever.
Yeah.
This feels like an FX show or like an HBO show, and Sorry to Bother You is an Adult Swim show for real.
Yeah, for
Fuck.
sure.
Dude, that's perfect.
I love, what is her name? Teyona Paris, Monica Rambeau.
Monica Rambeau.
She
So
is,
it-
dude. I didn't like when she was in what's her name, WandaVision. I was like, okay, she's a good enough actor. No, this you're like, holy shit, she's amazing.
She is
She's
a good actor. Yeah.
amazing.
So it kept throwing me off because I was like, I know her for somewhere, and it kept confusing me. I thought she was Misty Knight at first. So I was like,
Okay.
oh, so like, I mean, they have similar hairstyles and stuff, but
Right.
because I know she's been in Marvel, but I was like, but I don't know, that's not her. Like, and then I looked it up afterwards, and I was like, oh, okay, Monica Rambeau, I get it.
Cool.
What else has she
Yeah,
done
she's
though?
been in a lot.
Dear
If Beale
White
Street
People.
Could talk.
Okay, that's a big one.
She was in If Beale Street Could Talk.
Yep.
I don't remember in that. I love that
Candyman.
movie.
Let me
though.
see that.
She was in Candyman. I gotta rewatch this shit,
Isn't she the main in Candyland? Isn't she the girlfriend?
bro. I'm not watching for the
I
girlfriend,
don't
dude.
know.
I'm watching for old boy.
I
And then
only
she
watched the
was in
girlfriend.
Nah, oh boy.
Lakeith's film.
Old boy hangs dong. Oh, that is yeah. It is his girlfriend though.
Will
Shit.
Lakeith film?
The Photograph. It's like a cheesy.
Oh,
romantic
okay.
drama.
Yeah, I never seen that. It's like a Bonnie and Clyde type thing, isn't it?
Is it?
No, you're thinking of
Queen and Slim.
yeah.
Oh, I am thinking of Queen and Slim.
Eric loved Queen and Slim.
And that's I don't think that's Lakeith either.
No, it's like Israel Ray, isn't it?
No. That's
no, that's
bro.
can't
James
think
was
of his
like, I
name.
don't know. I'm just
Get
throwing names out there.
out, get out, boy.
Yeah,
Her acting was definitely on point for the character, though. Like,
I couldn't imagine
Yeah.
anybody else in the role. It was Daniel Kaluuya and Jodie Turner-Smith. Let me tell you, bro. When I send you this woman, if you look at her and go, "That's Issa Rae," I'll drive all the way to your house and slap the shit out of you, bro. Because you'll be talking crazy.
What is she in a
Backhand.
movie though like
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
What has she
backhand.
been in?
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
this is totally a different person.
Yes.
Issa Rae was in wasn't she in Stuber or something?
No, she was in that movie though with old boy though, Kumal
Oh yeah. Across the
or
Spider-Verse.
Kumail. Well, that too.
She was in Barbie.
But-
The Lovebirds is what you're thinking of,
Yeah,
dude.
She
I
was
don't
cool
know.
in Barbie.
Oh wait, what? Yeah,
she had that HBO show that she was real big into. That didn't start
Insecure.
her. Yeah,
I haven't seen it, but it looks good.
I heard it's good.
I believe it. Issa Rae's funny. I,
It's
like
not
it.
safe for children.
The chemistry of the three main characters, great.
I mean, bro, how do you not have chemistry with Jamie Foxx though? Even if
He
you're,
played that role so well.
dude, even if you're the most awkward piece of shit on the planet, Jamie Foxx is gonna make you look so cool.
Yeah,
'Cause he's just a
he'll
cool-ass
hype
dude.
you up or something. Yeah.
For real. Oh, he's so
He's
good.
that boy.
Also, when the fuck is this supposed to take place?
So that was my thing too. Whereas like it feels like it's like its era, the 70s, but then it also feels like it's 90s, and it's also like it's modern at times. And I don't know.
So Nick and I, and then Vinny ended up watching it halfway through the movie. He showed up randomly, but we narrowed it down based on the phone choices and the cars, and one very specific detail by Slick Charles. It's the early 2000s.
Because of the ball he did, right?
No, yeah, Slick Charles was the
1995.
1995 Players Ball's #1 pimp of the year in 1995, and
Good
people
dub.
are using a flip Razor phone as their main phone, and the reason it's not so one thing points to it being modern day, and that's the mention of Bitcoin and the blockchain. So that kind of puts us into the 2010s a little bit. But oh boy had a home phone, and he was taking drug dealer calls on the home phone. So
But is
it's
this like
hard.
a
It's hard.
It Follows thing where it's like
Because It Follows had like crazy
it had
tech.
Elseworld tech.
Right.
Yeah.
And this isn't Elseworlds. It's just anachronistic technology.
I
where
mean, they
it's
got like cloning shit, so you know.
I mean, well, yeah, sure. It's a little sci-fi, but it's not like anybody was making drug deals on their fucking like folding tablet phone. You know, that'd be different.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if they were calling off of like a tube of lipstick, I'd be
Yeah.
like, okay,
Right. Yeah.
They're cloning animals now, bro. That's current day.
They've been.
And
I
they're
mean,
true,
tech.
and they were using snail mail though.
yeah, because she was sending the file
She didn't
out.
email that shit. That makes me think it's like early 2000s too.
I mean, Dolly the cloned sheep was in like 2005. That was early tech.
So you're talking about when Yo-Yo's
But-
gonna mail like the file of
Yeah.
information? I think
yeah, like she could have emailed
that's
that
a
shit,
detail
but
from the Nancy
apparently,
Drew books, like
Oh,
additional
okay.
detective.
Yeah.
So that's why she's doing it that way.
I mean, and overall,
also-
go ahead.
Also, that type of neighborhood, and I don't think she would have a computer, like access to a computer, right?
Why you think prostitutes don't know how to go to the fucking to the public library, Eric?
That's what I said.
what
That
she
type
said,
of
what was her
neighborhood.
job she was trying to get?
No, she wanted to be a reporter for the Post or for the New York Times.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what she said. She was like, I wanted to go to New York and report for the Times. Specifically, she called them out.
She would end up on the show The Deuce.
She could have. But they have public libraries in the hood, Eric.
Bro, not in this,
just don't
not
get
in this
used.
specific movie hood.
You don't know that.
I mean, we didn't see enough
Bro,
houses.
Yeah,
They
we
legit kept them down. They legit kept them
Eric, I
in
grew
a state of fray.
I grew
But
up.
only one town, like the town over where the other drug guy was. They're technically on like different areas, unless like or at least
No,
different
no,
streets.
no. That dude's part of the Glen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isaac. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just competing drug dealers in the same city.
And that's probably not even the city. That's probably just the neighborhood. The
yeah, it might actually just be the neighborhood. You're right.
And who knows? They might not have a library. You know if it's like some type of poor suburb,
if it's
not
just
like a
the
metropolitan area. Yeah.
No, I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was a nice barber shop. That is upscale. They got some money.
They're paying taxes on those haircuts.
Bro,
it's not in someone's basement.
You got to think of the old Tyrone and how, or not old Tyrone, old Fontaine, and how he would set up the whole city to be an experiment, right? He would purposely make it so that these people can't get out of this system, and there's no libraries, and the things that they do visit, like the barber shops, like the hair salons, and the liquor stores are prevalent.
But they couldn't control everybody. That's why there's obviously the end. Because
like in Los Angeles, you mean?
Unless he's saying
they can't take over.
Eric is saying that they controlled them enough. I mean, because they've been doing this for a while. That dude was old as dirt.
Sure, but like the fact that they had like 30 people go down there and start killing people, like that's a decent amount of people that they don't have control over.
But like they
could have had a computer.
But what he's saying is like they're controlling the socioeconomics of everybody through other means other than. I mean, shit. They got brainwashing technology in the fucking songs. Yeah. I understand Eric's point, but as someone who lived in the hood at one point,
yes, in real life, dude. We
even had a fucking library, Eric.
I just think there's enough people that had too much free will to be like, no one. She couldn't have gone to somebody.
Yeah, but they explained it. They said that the clones were there to keep up this facade,
right?
And ultimately, it controlled everybody.
Yeah, but the facade isn't to not go to a computer, Eric.
That's what James and you're telling me the one was in like Los Angeles. You're telling me in Los Angeles, in Compton, nobody got a computer.
In this universe, old Fontaine kept every city down. So no, not a single computer in all of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
No, but she was sending it to New York, so they ain't got computers either, or in Chicago.
Well, that's what I think. That's why I think was like the thing was
south side of Chicago and tell me how many computers you see. Go to like a really.
How much you gonna bet?
Like go to like the project
Dude, the
of
schools
Atlanta
for free
where it like takes place.
No, yeah.
And tell me how many computers you see.
No, James brought up the point that I was just about to say. Everybody works off of fucking Chromebooks now, bro. Everybody got a goddamn computer. Are you going to be able to take clear pictures of this tiny text that talks about how they're cloning Tyrone? No, absolutely not. Look, but your mom's got a fucking
email.
I mean, your mom's got a fucking iPhone, bro, and you can find a free scanner app everywhere.
But you're talking about 2005, 2006, dude.
Look, we're throwing fucking, we're throwing darts at the board.
Real quick.
Nowadays, you can get an ExpressVPN and then send an anonymous email.
Hold on.
They don't do that in the hood.
Yeah, they don't VPN in the hood for sure. Go ahead,
The
James.
files they got were clearly like printed out on a printer. You're telling me that these people are the only people that have access to printers.
Hand printed.
It's not like they were on a typewriter.
I mean, we don't know. We're just speculating. We're spitballing. Who knows?
Yeah. We're gonna look back. We're gonna break down scenes.
I think Nick is right though. I think the only reason she did that shit was because she was like, I'm gonna be like Nancy Drew.
I think so too.
With the hat and the glasses.
Yeah, with the hat.
Yeah. I think if after the fact someone was like, hey, why don't you just email that? She would have been like, oh,
because this is cooler.
Yeah.
But that was the last book she read was the Nancy Drew book. She never
right. Yeah.
got up to date.
But also, maybe she was trying to like outsmart them. Maybe she thought like, oh, they're gonna have like the lines like locked, like actual technology. So I'm gonna go like old school, and they won't know.
I thought that was a stupid decision, honestly. I was like, no way they're gonna send out this mail.
No matter how she sent it, it was not getting out though.
No. I mean, yeah, the minute she put that shit in there and saw that truck, it was done. Like
the minute she didn't just leave town with it, she was done. She had to like actually leave town with the information and go somewhere, and there was a chance.
Yeah, but even then, shit, who knows? They would have been tracking her. They were tracking her the whole time. What was the other? Is Biddy right? If Biddy wouldn't have said shit, dude, Biddy got her got.
Dude, I gotta do some Googling because I feel like they have technology.
What are you gonna Google? Yeah. You're just gonna find some other fucking nerds who are speculating about what year it takes place. Yeah.
My thing is, I don't think the phones give it away that much. I think it's the talk of the Bitcoin.
That it's like modern day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where Nick and I landed. That it was like, she talking about the motherfucking blockchain? Nah. If a prostitute knows about the blockchain, it's a little late into the 2020s at that point.
Exactly. I really feel like it's like the thing where it's like obviously it's different than It Follows, but the same concept of like it just takes place in its own world where some stuff is more advanced and other stuff isn't.
That's what we said too.
Because they were using like all the drug dealers had like old cars, and then you saw like modern cars behind them. So we were like, there's no way of pinpointing it.
Even the room thing, they could have had something way more high tech than a like a tape recorder, but also a tape recorder couldn't like listen like that and play like that, right?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Because he says stuff and he has like built-in answers. Like it has to clearly like listen to him and then do a certain answer. Like it's not like
no. He's like, it's not a question and answer thing. He was just talking into it. Yeah. So the reason that he's doing that is so that he could listen to it back later and type it into notes. So he's probably posing the question and then answering it so that he can record it properly later. In notes, like in the lab.
No, so I'm talking about when he talks to his mom. Like,
I mean, shit. When he was in the room saying he was talking to the thing, and he was like, "I really need you right now, mama." And it was like, "Oh, don't worry, honey. Fucking the old girl gave me some of the fish fry." So like, he wasn't that intelligent.
I just think he didn't ever pay attention to what the mom would say. So like, it could literally have said anything. He just walked away from the door.
Like I get when he becomes a new clone, but like to not realize when you're like the established clone is weird. Like I feel like he should have caught on a lot sooner. Like the new clones make sense because you start like from day one, but like you ask your mom every day unless they have different things. I guess like I don't know.
No, but remember they can control what you think and do through song. So there's probably something on that recorder to make him like like not even think about it, you know?
Yeah, just move on.
True,
He hears the voice and then that's it. Like he's like, oh,
that's like
okay.
That's true. I guess it could be the voice to make him be like, okay, we're good. But that's like some stuff you have to kind of like get to yourself. Like it's one of those things where I'm like, that technology is a little weird. So, but it's like it's also not a regular like. It's not like Home Alone, you know? Like it's more advanced.
Yeah,
because like. It's the same concept of Home Alone, but not, you know?
I mean,
that's all he does. He records shit, but then when they say stuff, he knows what to press. Like the machine itself clicks on its own buttons.
Right. Yeah, I mean, but like they do a good job of just being able to be like, no, it's just tech. You know, like they explain enough about the way that they can control everybody to where it's like, oh, it's just tech. It's just tech that we built. No, we built that into the tech. You know, don't worry about it.
I just think the fact that it wasn't a computer was crazy.
Like you think just because it was a speaker box or whatever?
Yeah, like, whatever. But I guess it's a cooler aesthetic though, because it fits like the time, place. But also, they don't want us to know exactly when the time is. Like I think they want us to be like,
But even then, like, they were listening to everything he did. There's nothing stopping them from somebody just sitting by a soundboard and just pressing the right sounds or whatever.
That's true too. I mean, it had a cord. The cord went somewhere. Like, it was plugged in.
Yeah, that's true.
They only had, like, a certain amount of pre-recorded responses, so... No, it's okay, honey. I had the fish fry. That's the closest thing I got to the right answer.
I need you, Mom. Oh, fuck, what do I say to that? I gotta figure something out.
Oh, no, I'm tired right now. My feet hurt, baby.
While he's in the room with her? Right. But how cool would it have been if it wasn't plugged in? That would have been even radder if he didn't like knock it over and you see a cord flying or whatever. That would have been shit.
So what happened when they went back to the house and it was normal after the first time they went in and it was the break room and the elevator?
They just changed everything.
That break room threw me off so hard. A wall.
Yeah, I mean, or they got when typically these G-men organizations, they got contingencies for this shit. They got to make sure that if some rando walks up and peeks through the window and sees something they're not supposed to see, you wrap the bitch up. You know what I mean? They flip things backwards. They fucking change it all up. I mean, shit. They put the lock back on the door already. Because he had to kick the fucking door in again after he kicked it in the first time. Like, they got in that bitch and cleaned it up. Because old boy died. They heard that gunshot.
It wouldn't take much for them to have just gassed the whole city and everyone passes out while they fix it.
I mean, yeah, we don't know how much time really passed.
Because, like, every day he starts off the same. When it's just like...
When it's a new clone, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah, but it's weird, though.
What do you mean?
because like not everybody would know it's the same day in a sense. Because the people that aren't clones, like their day would be the next day, because that's like when he gets reborn and he like is able to realize, you know.
So that's what Nick and I talked about, and it was weird that he almost like re-experienced the same day, but it's because they probably do something where they stream, they like are tracking their thoughts. Maybe.
Well, when he's sitting down, they're flashing the stuff, like they're putting memories into him or whatever. And I just don't know if it's just like they accidentally put too much of the memories in him or something.
For the
like
second
from that day.
For the second clone?
Yeah.
No. It's because he got kidnapped. They told him everything.
No, so I guess the first time he dies, why does he have those memories? Like, and then the other one doesn't have the
Which
memories.
The memories of what?
That he got shot. Like he knows something happened.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Because
he sees the black truck and he sees the guy with the gunshots.
Right. He's just like, why the fuck is this guy shot? But he doesn't know that he got shot. He doesn't find that out until he goes to talk to Slick Charles. And Slick is like, bro, you died.
Yeah. But but that's also too like the weird thing where they just like they should have probably killed all those people or death all those people. Like the organization.
Yeah, but if you kill everybody, you can't be doing mass homicides like that, you know?
You could though, dude. You could just be like it was a gang shooting and people would have been like, yeah.
But you only got clones of 2 of those dudes. Everybody
that's
else, you're just like wiping, you're wiping them out. You know?
Yeah.
It'd be different if everybody there was a clone. Sure, they would. Yeah,
they cloned like 4 people.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. Oh no, it was more than 4 though. We saw for sure.
Oh, we saw the women, so clearly there was like a more.
And then there's one. There's
the pastor.
The pastor.
Slick Charles. Tyrone.
The old man outside the.
No, he's not. He's
not a clone.
No.
Are you sure? Because he has the same interaction with another homeless guy.
But it's not the same guy.
They look different.
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they look because the dude in LA is bald. So that's how we know it's not the same dude, because it's the same type of thing, because they put those people there, but maybe they're just cloning a different type of old guy, maybe?
Yeah, Reddit was saying that dude was like how Tiana Paris's character, they took her in and were about to brainwash her.
Oh.
That old guy is a brainwashed person, and that's why he knows stuff. He's like, oh man, you got that new car smell.
Yeah.
He knew that he was a clone,
Yeah. But people thought he was crazy. Straighter is greater, brother.
Yeah. Is that what he says the first time? He says the straighter is greater? Okay.
It's the first one, yeah.
That shit's fire. My man had some sick fucking lines, dude.
What was the second one, though?
The second one was, shit, I don't know. I'm about to go pee.
There's a lot to look back to, though. Like, there's a lot of little things that are like...
so many Easter eggs.
The second one was in a commercial, right? That's because that's when Nick and I were like, he's just spitting fucking commercial lines at him. What the fuck's he doing? This is kind of weird.
Maybe the straighter grazer was the second one then.
It was, because straighter is what he heard. He says something in the commercial, and it was like, why would he say that? That's so weird. And then we find out that he's essentially telling him like, hey bro, you're a clone.
Yeah.
We're gonna find it. So Vamp, dead air.
I mean, they're definitely like programming other people as well, is the thing though. Yeah. So like, I mean, him getting shot there is like really. I feel like they only would have had to contain what's her name, Yo-Yo, because they could have just killed the clones. But then the issue is the other drug dealer knows he killed him, so then that was like,
it's weird that they didn't kind of close that loop, you know.
Yeah. They didn't do their G-Man shit to that whole situation.
They totally fucking should have.
They left Slick Charles there, like
they know
Yo-Yo saw him get killed.
Because Slick Charles knows, like, he's really the only one that, like, really knows that tells him. They could have killed Slick
Yo-Yo
Charles.
knows. She saw his body.
Yeah, but she didn't really care, though. It wasn't until Slick Charles.
Fast. Like, as soon as he's a new clone, and then Slick Charles like, no, bro, like, you died, you got shot, you were dead.
I think she would have, too, though. I think
she was too busy trying to get out of town.
Well, right. But, like, if she wasn't too busy, like, if she would have seen him before she got out of town, I think she would have told him.
But if Slick Charles and them don't go look for her, they may not ever have that conversation. That's why you kill the Slick Charles clone and put a new Slick Charles in.
Right.
Like, I'm just saying, they didn't even try to contain that. Like,
Can't find it. Yeah,
I think it's all part of the system.
Letting him
They're
die.
like, oh, this is just another thing in the system to make this whole thing work. Let's not step in.
Keith Sutherland's bad at his job. He even said that he's like, I should have killed him the first time. I should have killed you the second time. Like, he could have contained things chose not to.
Because remember, he said if it was up to me, you'd all be fucking dead anyways. So,
yeah.
I mean, Old Fontaine must have been like, hey, don't fucking kill him, though.
Yeah.
I don't even think it was Old Fontaine. I think it's the people above him.
No, isn't Old Fontaine his boss?
But he's not the top.
No, but if he's his boss, he's the one telling him he can't kill nobody.
Yeah, but I don't know if Old Fontaine would be like, yeah, let it slide.
I think he would, though.
I also think he would.
He's too logical. I think he would be like, no, you can't fucking disturb the peace too much or whatever. You know?
I guess replacing two clones at the same time could be problematic, I guess.
Yeah, because then you get caught in a loop of them just being fucking weird or whatever.
Yeah.
Straighters's greater is the first thing he says to him, by the way. I can't remember the second thing. I'm about to rewatch
It's a thinker, though.
movie.
It's a thinker.
I mean, isn't the second one where he tells them like the church thing? Or is that
that's the third
later?
one is where he tells him church thing, where he's like, you gotta get out of hell or something. You gotta get as far from Babylon as possible. And then that's when they're like, Mount Zion.
Mm-hmm.
I had to look that up. I didn't understand.
Those two scenes are crazy, though. The church and then the eating chicken scene, though. Like...
Dude, or even the scene where any of the scenes where you start to see the nefarious shit that they're doing, I think are real good.
Like when it breaks, like when you realize like, oh wait, hold on, this is not like a regular situation. Anytime you see into like the brainwashing or the, just I guess what's still all brainwashing, but just whether like what's the word for it?
Affecting the mood and stuff like that.
Yeah,
influencing
like conditioning
the
them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So good. They do such a good
real
job.
Atlanta shit, man.
I wish I knew that reference.
Some real season 3 shit.
Oh man, come on, shut up. You know I can't watch it.
Damn, now I know when it's coming. I would have been surprised. Now I know season 3 gets weird.
I know all the seasons are fucking weird.
Yeah, all the seasons.
I mean,
are weird.
season
that
1,
that one especially.
Yeah, they get.
I mean, I have no idea what that show's even about. Like, I just know like
it's
the
about
people
Atlanta,
in it.
dude. Legit, it's just about Atlanta.
And this was
I
filmed
gotta
in
watch
Atlanta
Shy
too.
before I watch Atlanta.
You gotta watch what?
I gotta watch Shy before I watch Atlanta, or else I'm a fake, Midwesterner.
Nah, Chicago's not
Shy is
even.
supposed to be pretty good too, though.
I don't even know what that is.
Showtime show.
Come on, man.
Dude, Showtime got bangers. What are you
have
talking
some
about?
fucking self-respect, dude.
Dude, Showtime bangers.
Ooh, the whales on Showtime. Showtime do got the fucking bangers, dude.
Oh shit.
All the A24 movies are on Showtime. Shit.
Yeah, sounds right.
Never mind. Yeah, I'm looking at them. Damn, dude, I shouldn't have said nothing.
The director cites They Live, Groundhog Day, It Follows, and Napoleon Dynamite as the influence on the film.
Okay, so yeah, he called it out then specifically that they did the It Follows thing. That's funny.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Have you still not seen that, Eric?
No.
Oh, it's good. You gotta.
Like, you can still watch it. Like, this doesn't ruin that. Like, and that little tidbit doesn't ruin the movie. But that makes sense. I could see all those like influences. The Napoleon Dynamite, just them having froze. So I don't know, but
I never watched Napoleon Dynamite, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how they did. I don't know why he incited. That's weird. Oh, maybe
the white guy got a fro.
Maybe because of the looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, aesthetically, sure. Yeah.
I mean, everything else makes sense. Napoleon Dynamite's a fucking pull, though. That dude's wild as hell for dropping that one.
And then I've never seen John Carpenter's They Live.
Dude, They Live is so rad. It's the coolest fucking 80s movie on the planet. And Roddy Piper is such a strong leading man. It's so sad he didn't do other action movies. Oh, They Live is so fucking good, dude. I love it. Love it so much.
About the nut over it, dude. Shit.
It's got one of the coolest one-take action scenes put to film, brother. Oh, it's worth a watch. Get real blitzed. Get crunk. Fuck it. You do a 40 and a blunt. I mean, shit. You could throw the lean back.
Eat some of that funny chicken.
Yeah, eat some of that chuckle chicken.
Everything's funny with the chicken.
All right, what else? Do we got anything else? I think we gushed over it. I mean, John Boyega is the leading man.
I was about to say, how do we feel
the
about
actors
him?
are strong. I like almost everything I've ever seen him in, though. I don't like, but I've also haven't seen any of his like stuff that's critically bad.
I mean,
other than maybe Pacific Rim 2. But he's not even bad in that. The movie's just sloppy.
Yeah, I mean that movie's kind of set up to fail, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he's even really good in the Star Wars movies, even though those movies are bad.
He's supposed to be coming back, didn't he say?
Yeah, I would
hell
agree.
no.
No, recently he just changed his.
No, he talks so much shit about the Star Wars movies. He fucking
Like
hates
how
those
recent
movies.
though?
Bro, like as of the last time, like as of a month and a half ago when he was talking shit on First We Feast video, he was like,
I don't know. Hold on.
I mean,
go ahead.
Maybe you could have seen something, but like he has been openly lambasting these movies for a long time. Like since the first one he was in, he was like these movies are ass.
July 19, 2023 deadline. John Boyega on Return to Star Wars universe open to all opportunities.
Maybe he needs the cash, but
I mean, yeah, take the money.
He's been talking so much shit about how terrible of a fucking time he's had on those
But
movies.
I feel like everyone that's been on like the last movies have kind of said similar things, and I think now they're just at the point where they're just like, okay, we know these movies aren't like really what we wanted them to be. We can fix this. Let's bring everyone back type situation. I mean, I'm sure they told him like, hey, we could fix this. He'll consider
all
it.
they said was Dave Filoni and fucking John Favreau are gonna do the thing you're in, and then he's like, okay, I'm here for that, because those two dudes only make bangers when it comes to Star Wars.
Because I mean, it makes sense though. Like he open anything just means like, okay, I'll hear you out. Like if he doesn't like the project, he's not coming back.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't read too much into that. Like he's gonna do another project anytime soon.
But yeah, if it's great, it's a good director, good writer, he'd be dumb to turn it down because it's a big paycheck.
Yeah, I mean,
if it's a bad director, I'm taking the money.
What'd you say, Eric?
He should be Kang. People were saying.
I don't think he should be Kang. No way. I think they should just scrap the fucking character.
I still think the character is happening.
I also I think it should though, because Jonathan Majors didn't do nothing wrong. Hashtag Jonathan Majors. He didn't do nothing wrong.
Did it finally come out?
Yeah, I believe it.
It was
innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
Unless you're Lizzo.
I mean, unless you're Lizzo. Yeah, Lizzo did that shit. All right, I don't care what you got to say. Lizzo, she said it in the song, dude. She said, fucking have him sign an NDA. You ain't suing me, bitch.
And now she's suing them.
Yeah, Lizzo did it. I don't care. Allegedly.
That's some do-it mentality.
Yeah. But like, no.
That's like OJ when he wrote his book. If I did it, this is how I would have done it or some shit.
Do you know?
He wild for that one.
Do you know what the family of the victims did? They sued him over that shit and then put the book out as I did it. They made the if real small and hit it in the eye and made it like gray on top of a black background, and it just legit says big as fuck on the book, I did it. And it's like,
and I think they got like all the money for it too. Like,
yeah, they get everything. Which is rad. I think it's such a baller ass move.
It was a move. It was a move for sure.
But like after you can't just replace a black actor.
I haven't heard anything about the Neymar actor either since his thing, so like that's been real quiet.
Well, I mean, it seems like he did it though.
Until I know more though, unless you're Lizzo.
I mean, shit, but, he might have Lizzo'd it though. We don't know.
If he Lizzo'd it, hey. His back got blown up. They could say his face got blown up too.
Yeah.
His back blown back?
Yeah, right, they dried his back out.
We're not talking about they clone Tyrone anymore.
So did Jamie Foxx get sick after this movie?
Oh, dude, I'm glad you said that because I was going to bring it up when we were watching it. I don't know if he got sick before this movie or after it.
He was filming a different movie when he got sick.
Oh, was it? Did you look into it?
Yeah, because the movie didn't finish and this movie finished.
But yeah,
unless this is the movie.
The lead trio in this movie was
because it was with
that carried the movie. The acting,
I agree.
Cameron Diaz came back for out of retirement to do that movie with Jamie Foxx, and then there was all the stuff that happened.
Damn, when I'm coming out of retirement.
Okay, I was thinking it was this movie maybe, but I didn't look into it.
April 2023 is when he was hospitalized, so I think that's a little too close to this movie.
Yeah, this movie was filmed like a year ago. It had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to something and they were like, I saw They Clone Tyrone recently. Jamie Foxx is looking pretty good, all things considered. And I'm like, I don't think those two things lined up like that, but all right, if you say so.
He really bounced back.
Yeah, he bounced back fast, dude.
And it's not like that happened. He came out in a month. They filmed this movie and everything, and then they put it out. Like that's not how movies work.
I mean, he could do it though.
He couldn't actually. Have you seen him?
Oh no, my man is looking sick, bro. He looking sick.
No, he's like he.
No,
I mean, he looks like someone that's had a brain injury.
Like, dude, he's pale as fuck. He is.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Eric, just be prepared, bro. You got the feels coming
jump
at
scare?
you.
Looked like he was crying.
No, it does.
Dude was in the.
I'm about to start crying.
Like, dude was in the ICU on tubes. Like, he was getting like no natural stuff. Everything was being pumped into him until he.
Nah, man, it's just the lighting and his camera white balance is all messed up.
No, man, he's motherfucking sick.
I've seen enough Jamie Foxx videos to know that he's definitely paler.
Yeah, that's not his natural color for sure.
Yeah. I think he's fine. He's going to get healthy. He's going to get back to the way he looked.
I mean, yeah, they hit him with that adrenochrome. They gave him some fucking aborted babies. He's back, baby.
Ivermectin.
Yeah, the ivermectin.
And he made that. So that picture of the video he did came out like he was out of the hospital for like 3 weeks because people kept saying he's a clone. Like, and he was like actually dead.
Fox, dude.
Yeah, him and Mar Hamlin they cloned.
Oh my god. That video was 5 weeks ago for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, look how little amount of stuff they had to influence everybody in the movie. The chicken spot, church, the salon, and then the music. So 4.
The club, yeah
4.
Well, you figure it. So
those are major
really,
parts of people's days, though. You know,
it's the power in the chicken, the stuff in the gel, the grape juice they use because it's all like stereotypical things. Because not only do they drink the grape juice for like communion stuff, they drink grape flavored things. So it's like stuff that they're pushing it out to them. Yeah, I mean that bottle said grape juice, so
no, but it's purple drink. It's always purple drink.
Yeah, that was the Lord's wine, though. He didn't get that bad juice out of it, though, so he failed his people.
All right, do we got anything else? God save Jamie Foxx.
Somebody has to.
Yeah, somebody has to.
You're right. We should be praying to everybody.
He's a national treasure, man. He was playing the keys.
He's blind that one time.
Dude, he hunts vampires.
Dude, in the middest Netflix movie we've ever seen. You ever seen Day Shift?
I think we love it, honestly.
Day Shift is pretty wild.
I think y'all loved it.
It's a fun movie. You see,
Eric, you just hated one scene. Get it over it.
They let Snoop Dogg wear a blue bandana in it, so they're better than the Super Bowl. All right, we got nothing left. We got some questions, boys. I'm looking at you, Eric. You better not say nothing.
I'm not.
James. I got my eyes like this. I'm looking at both you motherfuckers. Yeah. All right, James. What was your favorite part of They Cloned Tyrone?
Favorite part. I don't know. I just like all the the stuff where you can't really tell what time it is, like what era it is and stuff like that. Like I just think like the aesthetic of it was really cool, like overall. And I just think like it did enough to be like, oh, is it this time, is it that time, or whatever, to keep you intrigued. So like even when the story's not moving, you're trying to figure out other things as it's going.
Eric?
You know, as much as I like Jamie Foxx, John Bodega, he really did it for me, man.
Motherfucker.
I ain't gonna lie.
When you wake up in a new bodega, that'd do it.
Nick?
The thing I liked the best was that they went through the existential crisis once they like realized that they were clones and shit, like Jamie Foxx and Jonathan Boyega. I wanted to say Bodega so bad.
I know.
Yeah, you should have.
You wanted to say Bodega so bad you called him Jonathan. You called him by his goddamn government name, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and it was so funny because we were watching it, of course, and like Nick and I are just like chit-chatting through the movie, like reacting and stuff. And John Boyega comes through the door and he like sits down in Yo-Yo's bed, and Nick's like, that motherfucker's going through it, bro. He is having a goddamn crisis on that bed right now.
Dude, the elevator, the whole time they come up, he's just dead.
His face acting is so fucking good. You really feel it. It's like my man is really... He just had to witness his own fucking dead body over there. Bullet holes and shit. Looking all 50 Cent.
They say it too.
I know that line is so funny when Jamie Foxx says that. He's like, dude, you were out there looking like 50 Cent in this bitch, or you pulled a 50 Cent. He said, I think the writing might be my favorite part. This movie is so fucking funny, and the one-liners just hit, dude. And at some points they were banging them out. They were just back and forth. It's like a good Tarantino movie. The script is so fucking good.
And that had
It's
to
so
be
good.
Jewel Taylor too, right? Because
Yeah, it was Jewel Taylor and
screenplay?
Tony Rettenmaier wrote
I mean,
it.
the soundtrack too bangs.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, the Erica Badu at the end.
Damn, I was looking for soundtrack. They don't have it on here. James, what is your least favorite part of They Clone Tyrone?
There are just certain parts that got a little slow because it was trying to bounce back to the new clone, like realizing they're a clone. Like, so once they figure out they're a clone, then they had to like come up with like stuff, and they were trying to solve the mystery or whatever. It just like a lot of back and forth at times, where it's just like the story would get going, then stop, and then get going, then stop. So like they probably should have cut that out a little bit and had to be like 145, 150.
Eric?
It was a little long, I think. Should have cut down a little bit.
Nick?
Same. I thought it was a little bit long. You know.
All right, that's a 4 for 4 then, baby. We all think it should have been about 15, maybe even 20 minutes shorter.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got 2 endings to your film, there's a fucking problem. you gotta trim some fat here and there, dude. Cause at what was it, an hour and 6 minutes? We were like,
That's the end.
yeah, they could have killed the movie right there, left it on a real bleak note. That was after Kiefer Sutherland was like, I could have killed you guys right here, right now, and then he leaves. If they would have ended it right there, that would have been the most somber ending to a film I've ever seen. It would have been so fucking sad. It would have been so good. And then
Because
they
of
gave
the
us
title,
55 more minutes.
Because of the title, they had to do that whole little last like 10 minutes of being like, "Oh, Tyrone."
Yeah.
Like, but like they didn't.
I thought that was lame.
That's that 15 minutes, bro. Cut that fat.
Bro, I walked away. I thought the movie was over, and I already walked away.
Nick went to the bathroom, and there was 10 fucking minutes left. And the last 10 minutes were just seeing the other Fontaine clone in LA, and it's like, I didn't need this. I don't need this. Why are you guys giving
We
this
could
shit
have
to
just
me?
said that their name was actually Tyrone, and it would have been fine. Like to actually be like,
because they just call him Fontaine. Fontaine's a last name. Nobody fucking names their kid Fontaine. What the fuck's wrong with you, dude? Yeah, I don't know. Whack. Give me a 1 hour and 15 or 45 minutes.
But that's supposed to be the big reveal. But it's like we already know that. Like
he's a clone. Yeah.
And they said they're in other areas, so it's not like
they called out LA specifically.
Yeah.
Cinema Score questions. Would you rent it?
No.
Nah.
No.
Would you buy this movie physically?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Would you buy this movie digitally?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
No. It better be still free. If it's free now, it better be free later.
Yeah. Would you buy this in the $7.99 bin at Best Buy, Walmart, FYE, or Vudu?
Nah.
No.
I might. You know,
In a
go ahead.
exploitation bundle, maybe.
With
Jamie
this,
Foxx Netflix bundle?
no, dude. With this and the last 3 Shaft movies,
An Undercover Brother.
Oh, an Undercover Brother, bro. That'd be fire for $7.99.
This and the Sorry to Bother You 2-pack, I probably would.
Yeah. But no, with HBO Max kind of like licensing their shit and then not streaming it anymore, I would almost buy this movie to like make sure that I could always watch it. Just in case, because you never know.
Disney pulled a bunch of their originals off of Disney Plus,
See, that's
too.
whack as fuck. I hate that.
And now you could, like, I think you gotta get them on Tubi, but to watch them on Tubi, you gotta watch them with commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're putting a lot of them out as physical media anyway. So you just snatch
HBO
them
Max
bitches
is that
up.
too, though. Like, they pulled a bunch of stuff off. It's on, like, Tubi or Roku or some shit like that.
Roku is who they licensed it out to, I think.
Yeah.
And Netflix. There's HBO shows on Netflix.
Yeah.
Really?
You could watch Ballers on Netflix. Yep. I just saw it the other day.
I like Ballers.
I didn't watch it because The Rock is fucking whack, but you know, that's
He
neither here nor
fucks.
there. I'm sure. I mean, it's probably weird fuck though, you know.
Yeah,
probably-
he's so big, dude.
Yeah, it's got to be the most awkward pump
Unless
game.
they're
on the
also
planet.
big.
Yeah, but he ain't fucking
Yeah.
She-Hulk, dude. That'd be the only woman who could
No,
even go toe to toe.
the chick's probably like 5'11", but she probably weighs like a
hell
buck
no.
10.
Oh hell no, dude. He's picking her
Yeah.
teeth or his teeth with her, dude. He's like,
Yeah.
Would you put this on in the background while people are over?
No, you can't follow this shit.
No, or you look away and then you look back and they're just zombie strippers everywhere for some fucking reason. You're like, what? Are they high eating the chicken? What the fuck is going on, dude?
I'd put it on in the background.
Oh yeah,
Just with like the weird scenes like pop up while like people aren't paying attention.
Did Jamie Foxx just kill a white guy with an afro?
Is he putting that white powder in that bag right now?
in a fucking Crown Royal bag? That can't hold powder. There's no fucking way. Logistically, this
Crown Royal
doesn't make
bags
sense.
can hold a lot, all right? It's been known.
I don't know if they could hold fucking chicken cocaine though.
Yeah.
Would you watch this again?
I'll probably watch it again. Not right now, though.
I'm gonna have to show
right now.
Alex.
I would definitely watch it again.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It's so funny. I'd watch it almost for the giggles alone.
I just want to see, like,
for
try
Jamie
to figure
Foxx.
some shit out.
Well,
There's
except
apparently
for
an
Jamie
Easter
Foxx.
egg.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
giggles.
I'll watch a Jamie Foxx cut, and that's only 30 minutes long, so I don't give a fuck. What'd you say, Eric?
There's a Anaconda malt liquor Easter egg
What?
in there somewhere.
That sounds about right.
It makes your dick small. Gives you Little Richard, Anaconda malt liquor. Woo! Have you never seen Black Dynamite?
No, I haven't.
Next time
Dynamite's
we're on,
really
Nick, we
good.
gotta watch that.
Yeah,
That
Black
movie got
Dynamite's
robbed
fire.
by the Academy.
You ain't lying. Oh, it's so funny. And we all recommended it. So that leaves us with our ratings.
Dude, that poster goes hard.
Fuck. It really does. It's so good. And Michael Jai White is in that poster, so that's even
Twice.
cooler. Twice, dude. They didn't just give it to him once, man. Eric, what do you give They Cloned Tyrone?
I'm gonna give it a solid, hefty 7.5
Wow.
Nancy Drew Adventures
That Nancy Drew bitch out of 10.
out of 10.
James?
I'll also give it a 7.5. Different clones are gonna have to do because I'm gonna keep getting got by the other ops.
Wow, you like this movie as much as you like TMNT Mutant Mayhem?
Yeah.
Wow. I can't get my man scaled, dude. I don't understand. This is he playing 4D chess with me, bro. I don't get it. I can't.
I legitimately thought at certain points it was boring. Like the highs are high, but the lows to me, I was like, oh, I don't know. It was had some pacing issues for me.
Man, that's some fucking Logan Paul. It's just them talking.
I mean, at least I watched. I didn't walk out and start playing,
that's true.
Temple Run on my phone.
That might have made it better for you though if you had something to
You
pay
probably
attention
would
to.
have.
You could have pulled a Nick and fell asleep during one of the cooler parts.
Oh wow, this is
No, I
fantastic.
fell asleep during the low. It was during the low.
During the low.
This is Fontaine
You
on
woke up during the
Fontaine.
high.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it 8 Mexican people are the closest thing to the Aryan race out of 10.
Jeez.
Hey, well, it's not my fault. That's where Fontaine put us, dude. It went Mexican people, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
My one closing thought though is they made it
What?
too.
We got
they
one more
made it
fucking
too-
rating to go, and this motherfucker's like,
Yeah.
my last closing. I want to give my closing arguments to the jury.
Yeah. Real quick before Nick gives his ratings.
The
'cause
special
I
guest
was
might
mad.
ask.
dude.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, special guest. Hold on, I'm gonna let you finish, but my closing thought was the most important thing you said.
This is like I'm Kanye, you're Taylor Swift right now, okay?
He's about to make your whole fucking career.
I thought it was too easy for them to say the code word and anybody use it on the clones. I thought that was so stupid.
What? I like that.
Silly, it makes no sense. How do you have this operation going and it's that simple to kill off people?
I mean, it's like I liked it. I thought it was cool. He's smart, dude. He's a thinker, bro. Maybe old boy shouldn't have gone around just saying fucking code words out
Yeah,
loud and
I
shit in his
think
native tongue.
It's his fault.
Bro,
He
he
was
just
also
killed
bad at
him.
his job,
And then
yeah.
he should have did his job and killed him.
Yeah.
Would have been all right.
It's Kiefer Sutherland. He's the
Yeah.
fucking problem.
Yeah,
You better
fair,
blame
fair,
him.
Old
All right,
24
Nick, end us
looking
with a
ass.
good one.
I'm gonna give it 8 John Bodegas out of 10.
8 bacon, egg, and cheeses out of 10.
Dog, you wait.
All right, everybody. So that means that, dude, I almost said sorry to bother you. Holy fuck, I'm tired. That means They Clone Tyrone gets a sooner or later average score of 7.75.
Yeah.
And that also
Respectable.
means that I'm about to thank you for tuning in on twitch.tv/soonerlatertv or youtube.com/@soonerlatertv for our review of They Clone Tyrone. Continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social medias. Just look up Sooner or Later TV. If you couldn't catch us live on Sundays at 7 p.m. Central, don't worry. We upload our podcast to every podcasting platform and YouTube in a spoiler-free and a spoiler-full on YouTube every Wednesday morning at 11. So tune in next week for another review. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.